Nina lay on the couch in her sister's house, the dim glow of the bedside lamp casting soft shadows over her hair. She clutched her phone in her hand. Another message from Daniel, as always, filled with concern and love. She replied with a lie, saying she was exhausted and needed rest. But the truth was, Daniel's voice no longer stirred anything in her. His care, his worries, his overwhelming love, none of it mattered anymore. The man sitting beside her moved closer, gently brushing her hair aside. Ethan, a man she had met at a party a while ago, a man who had something Daniel never did: excitement, recklessness, a thirst for life without restrictions. The moment she convinced Daniel that she needed to be admitted to a psychiatric hospital, it felt as if the weight of a dull and monotonous life had been lifted from her shoulders. She had grown tired of life with Daniel long ago, the routine, the repetitive conversations, the affection that no longer thrilled her. But how could she escape without consequences? That was when she devised a plan, one where she would be the victim. She spent weeks researching symptoms of mental illnesses, memorizing signs that seemed convincing. Then one night she found Daniel in the kitchen, took a deep breath, and with a shaky voice said, "Daniel, I don't know what's happening to me. My mind feels scattered. Sometimes I see things that aren't really there." Daniel was stunned. "What are you saying, Nina? You mean—" She lowered her head, clasping her hands together as if struggling to contain her anxiety. "I don't know how to explain, but my doctor says I should be hospitalized for a while." Daniel, as expected, immediately took on the role of the caring, supportive husband. He always had been: simple, loving, devoted. Exactly the reaction Nina had anticipated. It was time to execute her plan. Her sister's house had become a safe haven for her secret affair. She'd been given the guest room, but most nights were spent with Ethan. Her sister remained silent, though her glances carried doubt and disapproval. But Nina didn't care. For the first time in years, she felt free. Every night when Daniel called in distress, she would glance at Ethan and whisper her lies with practiced ease. "My doctor said my condition is very unstable. Daniel, I hope I'm not burdening you." And every time Daniel would respond with the same devoted tone. "No, my love, the only thing that matters is that you get better. I'll wait as long as it takes." Each time Nina heard those words, she felt herself drifting further away from him. Life with Daniel had always been safe, but it lacked something. Something Ethan gave her: moments of passion, the thrill of secrecy, the intoxicating danger of playing with fire. Ethan wrapped an arm around her shoulders. "Another message?" Nina put her phone aside and looked into his eyes. "As always." She smirked. "Sometimes I'm amazed by his naivety." Ethan chuckled. "What matters is that you're here with me." Nina rested her head on his shoulder. In that moment, betrayal felt like freedom. It felt like an escape from monotony. Daniel still lived in his world, believing he was worrying about his sick wife. But Nina had already moved on from that life, and perhaps, even if the truth were revealed one day, she still wouldn't regret it.